Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to discuss the varieties of tomatoes that I'm growing this year. As you might know, that I'm attempting to go to the farmer's market this year, and I gotta have tomatoes. Everybody has tomatoes. Everybody likes tomatoes. One way or the other, they make sauce out of them, use them for sandwiches, make ketchup, whatever. But anyway, the issue that I had this year was I have probably in my collection probably at least 25 to 30 different types of tomato. Various amount of seeds for each. Some saved seed for myself, some sent to me by friends, some that I bought over the years. But the thing is I can't plant 30 varieties. So I have 9 plants of black cherry. Black cherry is a cherry type, obviously. It's a bigger cherry type. It's not necessarily a plum type because it's not lobed. It's almost like a golf ball size. Excuse me. I've seen some that are more like a dime size, like a marble, or large marble. But I've also, last year, the ones that I've grown were at least close to a golf ball size, which is pretty big for a considered cherry type tomato. But they did really well, so I'm going to put 9 plants of that. Another variety I did last year was called Starfire Improved. It's more of a uniform determinant, and that'll be one of my bush types I'll grow outside. I got 10 plants of that. That did really well for me last year. A lot of, the fruit didn't split when we had heavy rains, and it gave a good, decent crop, a nice, firm, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 ounce or 6 ounce or whatever tomato, but uniformity and, a lot of production. So I really like that variety. Another variety is called Striped Cavern. I've grown these in the past. Those basically are the ones that they're blocky. They have like 4 lobes, and the inside is quite hollow. There's not a lot of meat and juice in the inside. It's more grown as a novelty, but also the flavor. It has like a, I don't know, more of a pasty type flavor from my experience. But anyway, I'm going to be doing 10 of those. I think they're a unique variety. I mean, yes, other people grow striped varieties, zebra tomatoes, black zebra, cherry zebra, whatever. But I've never seen the Striped Cavern before, so I'm going to hit it up with 10 of those. The next one is Yellow Pear. I'm going to be doing 9 of them. And the Yellow Pear tomatoes are actually, or sorry, the black cherries were sent to me from one of my friends in California, as well as the Yellow Pear was sent to me as well. And the woman that sent me these said her plants got upwards of 8 feet tall, and eventually they just got too out of control, crazy, and produced so many tomatoes. Now, mind you, this is California. This isn't growing it in Ontario, where my growing season is 4 to 5 months max before we get some frost. So I'm still hoping to get some 6 or 7 foot plants. I think that'd be awesome. And also they set heavy fruit, quite uniform, and I just like the look of that. Also is Kosovo, which is I'm not exactly sure what variety, like where that's from. Kosovo almost sounds like a Russian or something type, but it's where I got my largest tomato, or second largest tomato last year, other than the Brandywine. It has like a heart shape. It's not uniform. It's more like like a heart shape where one lobe is bigger than the other, and it's very weird looking. It looks exactly like a heart from an animal or something, and they're big, they're real meaty. I'm only gonna do 4 of those because I wanted to save room for a lot of my other producers, but I think that'll add some variety to my market table. The next variety is also sent to me from a friend of mine, the Cherokee Purple. That's an old time standard type of tomato to grow. They get the dark, purplish, even black, depending on what type of where you are in the country as far as when you grow them. Same thing with a black cherry. They get like a dark purple. I've had some that were almost black because they were that dark. I've also have some that were on the medium side purple. So Cherokee Purple, same deal, an older type, but still a solid producer. And I think maybe the older crowd or people that have eaten those for 20 years will want those again. Just a normal standby variety. The next variety are Big Boys. Big Boys, for me, excuse me, are replacing my Brandywines. Brandywine is a real, pretty much basic type of tomato that when you go to Home Depot or you go to your big box store or nursery that sells plants, your starts, Brandywine or a type of Brandywine tomato is going to be there. It's a long-standing type. Big Boy is basically an improved variety of that, and you get more uniformity out of it. Not as big of fruit, but you get more uniformity in higher production, a higher yield, which is what I'm looking for. I don't want to sell 14-ounce tomatoes and just sell one of them. I'd rather sell a quart with maybe 4 or 5 in for $4 or whatever, that are uniform size, maybe 7 ounces, 10 ounces, whatever. And then the last ones are Sweet 100, which that's a cherry type as well, and those were sent to me by a gardening friend of mine as well, and she said that they grew really well for her. And again, it's almost like the yellow pear variety. They'll grow and grow and grow, and you know, my goal is to have a 6-foot plant in August that has hundreds of tomatoes on it. I can just go through once a week and just pick them all, mix them up with the black cherry, mix them up with the yellow pear tomato, the cherry tomato, and have a nice, you know, quart for, I don't know, $3.50 or $4 or whatever they're selling for this year. But anyway, those are the main varieties that I'm planting. Now, I always get seeds sent to me from people, gardening friends, what have you, or I buy some seeds that I find on sale on the internet that look like a good deal or look like they'd be neat to try. So basically, I'm going to be planting 6 varieties that aren't necessarily going for the market production, but they're more so just to see what they're like for myself and to see how they produce. If they produce really well and they make a nice uniform, nice pretty fruit, I might up it for next year and grow, you know, maybe 10 or a dozen of that variety. But anyway, I'll run down those real quick. These 6, again, were all sent to me from my 2 gardening friends in California, so thank you for that. And I'm just planting 2 cells of each of those. I don't have many seeds of each. Some of them I do, but the other ones I only have enough for a few cells. I wanted to plant these just to see what they do, see what kind of luck I have compared to what the luck that they had. Anyway, so a chocolate stripe, giant Belgium, Rio Grande, German Johnson, lychee, and a black plum. Some are cherry, some are plum type, some are your regular type. Some are, I'm not sure if any of these are determinants. I haven't really looked into it that much, but I figured I want to grow these. The seeds were sent to me by some nice people, so I wanted to grow them and see what I can get out of that, and maybe return the favor by sending the seed to other people. So anyway, that's what I'm going off of. I'll spin the camera around real quick and show you what what my seeding looks like. And basically, that's that. Not any different than it was before. Got the pink, and you may say, oh, there's not 72 popsicle sticks in there. No, you're right, there isn't, because I ran out. So basically the last couple sections here, I marked the beginning and the end of each different type. Same thing in the middle here. Once I get more popsicle sticks, the next time I'm in town at the dollar store, pick them up, come back, color them, stick them in. Anyway, tomatoes, hopefully they'll be up within a week. I'll bring it back and show you the results of that. Till next time, stay tuned. Happy gardening.